Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have arrived.
Okay.
Finally live. After an hour and a half of fixing problems.
And
Mostly
losing one
mine.
of our people.
Yeah, unfortunately losing somebody. But that's okay. We can still get started with this. So, how's everybody doing?
Good, good, good.
We excited?
Oh yeah,
Let's get
awake
a
now.
Let's get a quick round of introductions. I'm your host and GM for this game, Arco's Raid, or better known as GM Ethan over at Start Playing Games. And let's just go ahead and go around the table of the Discord here. Cyber, you want to go ahead and get us started and give yourself a quick introduction and who you're playing?
Okay, yeah, my name is
Helps if I unmute
Cyber
myself.
Cowboy, and I'm new to BattleTech. I play it a lot on my house, so I'm very excited to be playing this and be part of this RPG BattleTech. And my character is Jack Daniels, and he's running around in the links LNX AQ. So that's who I am.
Nice.
Oh, and by the way, my character is he's an army brat, loves what he does. He just loves being a combat soldier and loves to party. There you go. That's it.
Okie dokie. Next, Ornaka.
Hey, it's me, Orinoka. I am playing our crazy cat man here of Adam Casanova. As I glaze over one part of his name. A Adam West Catman in BattleTech.
Oh, that
Alrighty.
sounds fun.
For this one, he is a tank commander, and we are rolling around with the Von Luckner Royale version. It's gonna be fun. And as I leave my maximum heavy transport on the side, he's gonna be doing Batman things. He's gonna be going around as Catman. I brought back as many satchel charges as I had, but he's gonna blow shit up. He's
He's a combat engineer.
Just be careful.
and slightly insane, but we'll get to that later. But it's gonna be good. And that's it. That's all I'll leave you with.
Alrighty, sounds good. And finally, Victor, why don't you give it an introduction?
Yeah, I am Victor Chiranu of the Chiranu's Raiders. Not the founder, but simply the eldest son of a matriarchal lineage. I am out here to create my own legacy, my own little story, because I can't ride off the coattails of my mother. I am out here with the philosophy of if I can charm my way out of a situation, I'ma do it. I don't want to fight somebody, but if I have to shoot somebody, I will. I am out here piloting our awesome 8Q.
Pretty nice stuff. Alrighty, and for those who are not available currently, just to give you an idea, unfortunately one of our players disconnected.
I never came back.
And was not able to return.
We're
But
trying to get her back.
we have Benti, the God's Superfluous Gift, also known as Isabox or Isabooks. It's a French word meaning that
Probably
phrase.
Isabeau.
Yeah, Isabeau.
It's French, meaning you cannot pronounce it.
Yeah, well, it means God's Superfluous Gift. A French kind of noble from House Davion, piloting a not a quick draw but an Ostel. Unfortunately, I don't have the Ostel mech unit miniature out here. Over here, next to it, we have Sir Adolphus Sinclair from Terra, piloting an Excalibur B2B. And that's all we have for right now. Those are the other two who are not currently available. They are unfortunately busy and or disposed of at the moment. But otherwise, let's kick off this party right. And let's talk about what's going on right now. So currently, our mercenaries are all gathered in a line at the moment. Not on the current planet that's being shown before us, but rather in the jump point previous. This planet is known as Steelton, located in the Lyran Commonwealth. A relatively fair to mediocre planet, B-level technology rating, so it's got pretty advanced tech, but nothing astounding.
Well, unless you know where to look in the right places.
Mm-hmm. But at the moment, they are being recruited onto a subsequent mission that the 335th Red Baron Mercenary Unit has called for. The 335th Red Baron Unit is a B+ rated mercenary unit on the Mercenary Review Board, who has been assigned an assignment that was given to them by emergency protocols.
By
And
Lyran Commonwealth, I'm guessing?
No, in this case, it happens to be from Comstar.
Oh.
So
Interesting.
there is excellent pay involved. But Comstar is asking for this unit, in which they've taken up the contract for, to head out to a local system that is only one jump away, known as Star's End, or Nova Scordesha, which you can see located over here. Nova Cordesius. I'm bad at words, especially Latin. This assignment was handed out by Adept Korga L. And basically explains that pirates that have fancied that area for a while now have decided to get emboldened themselves and have taken over the HPG uplink center located there. They haven't officially gone after the HPG itself, but it seems that they're trying to control that area and take that HPG.
No wonder Comstar wants us to fiddle around over there.
So the 335th were paid up front and decided to use that money to hire on more mercenaries for their unit to expand out into a second or even a third lance. And you guys have signed up. At the moment, you're standing in line, basically being waited to be called in to discuss your options, your contract, and your opportunities with this unit. You've passed all the preliminary tests in terms of your credentials, so now you're just getting a bog standard interview to negotiate terms.
Right.
So, who wants to go first?
I'm not going to steal the spotlight, but if nobody else wants to go.
Go ahead.
Alright, well, I guess I'm up then.
After you.
So, Victor with his duffel bag of various crap and some paperwork on a data slate he's borrowed will wander on in. Grin on his face and a hope of adventure in his heart. When it is his turn to get in, of course.
Yep. Alrighty, so you step up first in the line there. So stepping up to the front portion of the line and getting getting kind of talked to by some of the other officials who are standing there. One of the first people that you encounter in the line is a tall, dark-skinned man with kind of lightly dyed blonde hair, very nappy color. It's all tied up currently into like a top-knot bun. And you can see on his uniform, you can see Graham spelled as his last name there.
Graham?
Yeah.
Alright.
He's kind of standing in front of the doorway looking at a pad while going over credential information that you have there, and then looks up at you and says, "All right, my name's Lucius Grimm. I'm here to discuss with you your contract information before you go in and see the big boss. Just so you have an understanding, looks like from what I have here, you're a mech warrior, correct?
This is correct.
Can you state your age for the record?
20 years of age. Standard Terran time.
Understood. Probably some of the youngest out of all of us.
Hey, I've got a talent.
Well, we'll see that in action later.
Oh, most certainly. And Victor will give a wink.
He kind of bears down at you, narrowing his eyes. You can see, for a dark-skinned man, he has some viciously, colored eyes. They're kind of a bright orangey yellow, almost as if they're reflective from behind like a cat's. Well, why don't you go ahead and go inside and meet the captain and first lieutenant?
Oh, gladly. And Victor will wander on in.
Yep, he opens the door for you. As it slides open, you step inside to a darkened interior of a room, lit with nothing but mostly fluorescent lighting that has been dimmed to a low yellowish color. You can hear the slight buzzing in the background.
What is this? Power-saving measures, or are you just trying to hide something?
Sitting before you, you can see a man sitting there in full military dress uniform, wearing several medals across the right side of his lapel. You see standing next to him a more traditionally dressed in fatigues gentleman as well too, completely shaved sides of his head and tied up hair that is a bright blonde color. The man sitting before you is completely bald, however. He looks up at you and says, "Hello there. Looks to be Victor, correct?"
This is correct.
Excellent. Good to meet you. I'm the captain of this unit, also known as the Baron.
Good to meet you, Baron, and we will extend a hand out to shake before taking a seat.
He shakes your hand. Next to me here, this is my first lieutenant, Morganel Draken. I am Christopherson Richthofen. So, what did it interest you in taking up this contract?
An opportunity to take my skills to the stars? With the approval of my previous unit, of course.
Yes,
Machines are expensive, after all.
Yes, I understand that you are your former unit. What was their name?
The Tyrannos Raiders.
Tyrannos Raiders.
I
see.
Believe they are operating in Lyran space, if I remember correctly. It's been a little while since I've gotten back in contact with them.
Yes, I can see that they are a C+ rated unit. So, just trying to move up in the world, I guess. Bigger contracts, more pay.
Better chance of making a name for myself.
Sure. Well, we can certainly discuss the terms and conditions of this, but let me ask you this, candidly. Why are you here?
Well, certainly not to steal your hearts and minds.
No, and I doubt you could in your current condition. However, why are you here? Making
Why
money
am
is
I-
one thing, but coming out to the deep periphery in hopes of that is not usually where people go. Those who come out this far are usually running from something, or are involved in situations not so appealing.
Honestly, nothing of the sort. There was a contract, there needs to be some money made, and this was the first on the list.
All right. So why don't we say standard pay, then, in terms of your contract?
Now, I don't remember if I actually own my awesome or not, because if so, I could use it as a bargaining point.
You do not. It is a rental in this case.
For a man of my particular talents, plus 10%.
10%.
Well, plus 10%. Standard pay plus 10.
You want that off the salvage, or do you want that off your current salary of standard? 10% more.
Salvage certainly seems interesting. I think
Well?
I shall take the salvage.
I think that's fairly reasonable. If you rack up good salvage, then you'll get more pay.
Oh, yes, especially due to my previous unit's affiliation for scrounging from the enemy, let us say.
That sounds fair and reasonable to me.
Mhm.
I think we'll leave it at that.
Alright.
Is there anything else you'd like to discuss, or any questions that you might have?
Yes. As a mech warrior, I would prefer to be assigned to a unit of some kind. I have no particular preference, though we are known for wielding catapults, but I'll take what you can give me.
Well, that'll have to do. We have a limited supply of machinery, so you'll have to take
Right.
what we've got.
Again, I
In
can
this
state a
case-
preference all I like, but I will take anything.
In this case, your assignment will be under Lance Gordon and Sashue Niue. You'll be assigned to an awesome 8Q.
Not a bad machine.
Welcome on board of the 335th. Have a good one.
Glad to be a part.
Take the door to your
Good.
left here. They'll take you out to the docking range to get set up and get your equipment.
Alrighty. About how long will we be staying in system?
We'll only be here for another day or so. You've got about maybe 6 hours before we leave.
Time enough. I will go and get myself situated.
Good.
And with that, Victor will get up and shake hands again.
And you
walk
hear
away.
him call out as you're leaving, send in the next one. So while that was going on, standing out there, who's next in line?
Jack Daniels can go up there. Is this a rated PG or a rated R channel?
This is a rated R channel.
All right, so Jack Daniels walks up there with his backpack and says, "Damn, I'm happy to be off that damn ship to be on this land right here. Can you tell me where I need to report to?"
Right here.
All right. Damn, dude, what's up with your eyes, man? They're fucking yellow.
We'll just say it's a cosmetic effect.
Oh, okay. All right.
Name's
Alright.
Lucius Graham.
Jack-
Let me pull up your report here. Jack Daniels?
Alright. Jack Daniels, here I am.
We're gonna need more whiskey. I'm sorry.
I've got your
I
report
holding
here.
that joke.
All right. I see. Cowboy.
Yes.
Good to know.
Yep.
Looks like you've served a couple different things. Tell me a
Yeah.
little bit about it. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
battle is battle. You just got to get out there. Hopefully you're with the right team. After you're done, get paid, go party, wait for the next mission. That's pretty much me. Um, so I'm ready to come down here. The only thing I got fucking drunk in the damn ship and lost some of my combat gear. So I'm hoping you guys can refurbish that in there and get me out on a mission because that's where I like to be.
Interesting. Not so often that we have such experienced mech warriors come out this far into the periphery. But
Hey.
you seem reasonable enough in your credentials. Definitely check out.
Yeah. I heard this is the place to freaking get some battles in.
That you can definitely be sure of. Skirmishes tend to
Good.
happen pretty often out in the wilds.
Sounds good. Sounds good. So
Pretty
what do I
well
gotta do next?
trained.
What's
Well,
again?
you're pretty well trained, so go ahead and see the boss. He's inside.
All right. Thank you.
As you step inside, again, you see the room is fairly dark for the most part, just the buzzing of fluorescent lights and that yellow kind of sickliness that washes over the room. The desk before you, you can see a bald man wearing full combat military uniform with all of those medals, and standing next to him, you can see the other person there with this tightly wound blonde hair with shaved sides. They're both staring at you as they're pulling up reports.
Standing at parade rest with his head cocked to the side.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Jack
Sir?
Daniels. Named after my favorite whiskey.
I guess that's where my dad produced me, spit me, got my mom pregnant, and said, "Hey, his name's Jack Daniels," because that's what I remember that night with his mom.
I guess so.
Hmm
So, Jack, got a pretty accomplished record here. Tell me a little bit about yourself and why you're here. Jack. Uh-oh. My Discord shut down. That's hilarious. Okay, that's
Oh,
hilarious.
there you are. There you are.
That's hilarious. My Discord crashed.
No, you're good. You're
Oh.
good. We're over here like, damn. They're over here like looking me up and like, I was already saying like, I didn't do it. The other guy started it.
So, Jack Daniels,
Yes,
tell me a
sir.
little bit about yourself. Why are you here
it's-
out in the periphery looking for a job?
I'm an adrenaline junkie. Love what I do. Want to get paid. Go party. Look for the next mission. So I heard this place is pretty challenging out here. So
Well, you could have found that on any border of the great houses. There's plenty of mercenary units that could have used you for fodder on the front lines, or maybe even used you as a general linesman. What would bring you so deep out into the periphery? You running from something?
No, sir. Not running from anything. I just heard some news out here. Why go with the rest when I can go somewhere else? That's
It's pretty unusual.
mhm.
But all right. I'll take you for your word. I don't find anything else suspicious in your record. But let's observe a couple of things going on here.
Okay.
You're pretty experienced as a pilot,
Thank you.
but
you.
I don't think that necessarily means I need to give you any more than what you're worth until you've proven it.
Mm.
So,
Well,
why don't we say
what?
standard pay for now? But I'll offer you a contract term. After the
is
first
that?
year, I'll give you an additional 10% off of any salvage that we recover.
Nah, sir, because you already see my record already there. You see I'm an experienced pilot, so how about, 10% up front, so and then still prove myself, because the more I get, the more you get more money. I know how this stuff works.
All right, you seem like a smart guy. I think that sounds pretty fair. Anything else you'd wanted to negotiate for?
Yeah, I got drunk on the ship over there, and I need some equipment. I need some armor to kind of keep me up on that front combat if I need to kind of support the unit that I'm with. So can you guys hook me up on that? Some
Yeah,
weapons and some.
that's perfectly fine. But I
All
also
right, all right.
noticed something else on the record here. You
What's
own
that, sir?
your own mech.
Yes, sir.
That's a pretty good bargaining chip. Why don't we say we'll cover the insurance on it as well?
Okay. Sounds good. I like that.
I'll host it in as a 5-year insurance contract. Sound good?
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's do it.
Alrighty. So he's... Oh, Jesus, I almost knocked over a bunch of bottles.
Clean up your
Standard.
desk, dog.
You know, I like having all my beer next to me. It shows me my shame.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, but later on let's also add in that contract is to some, as I prove myself, I want some options of upgrading my mech over here to even be more worth your value and your money income coming in.
Oh, most certainly. But I think we've
Uh,
worked out the majority of the details for now.
Okay. All right.
But if you want to continue negotiating, absolutely. We can keep talking. Would you want
Yeah,
to talk about upgrades in the future? Is that what you're
yeah,
saying?
no, that's what I'm saying, sir. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it starts working out really good over here and I'm getting paid pretty good, your guys are making money, why not?
That's fair. It's fair.
Yeah.
Well, I'll
Got
put
the
it to you
insurance
this
covered.
way.
Go ahead, sir.
The insurance coverage will do a lot of what we need. But in
Okay.
addition to that, why don't we say if we're going to cover any upgrades that you might want to do, our technician team will take care of it. You approve it through some capital funds with us when the money comes in after the first
Mhm.
contract.
Yep, that sounds good. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, because yeah, this is business. As long as you take care of my mech, take care of me, I'll take care of you guys.
Alrighty. Anything else you want to discuss?
Oh, sir, show me where my rack is at so I can set up my stuff and we'll go from there. Yeah, I'll report to duty when I need to be called.
Alrighty. Take the door to the left. You're assigned to, let me take a look at my thing here. Lance Gordon's unit under Sasha Nue as your co-commander.
That's the unit. Okay.
We'll
Might
be
have to ask
taking
that
off in 6 hours. They'll have your
hours report.
gear over there for your standard to load out.
6 hours report. Okay, yes, sir. All right, thank you, sir.
No problem. Send in the next one.
All right. Next guy. Out the door.
So I'd been like from while everyone was going in, I was looking over everybody that was like I was seeing in the initial place, taking note when people moved in. And now that it's my turn, I'll walk up to the guy myself, and I'll give an army salute. Uh, Adam Katzenova, ready and to stomp on the mice of evil.
Adam. I can see you're a Canopian.
Born and raised.
Clearly. Well,
As the tails like flickering back and forth.
my name's Lucius. Lucius Graham.
Pleased to meet you, as he puts forth his hand.
He,
big meat hand.
you can see he kind of begrudgingly takes it as he shakes your hand.
I'll still enthusiastically shake it.
You do, and you notice that, like, you're fairly strong. And this guy, he's trying to kind of like overpower you a little bit with the handshake. Go ahead and give me a strength check.
Okay. What's the dice needed for an attribute roll? Just 1 or 2?
2d6. It'll
Okay.
always be 2d6 whenever you make a check of any kind.
Okay. 8.
8? Okay.
8.
You get to add your link modifier.
Yeah,
So,
I
okay.
got 7 and then +1.
Okay. So he's pretty strong, and he overpowers you just a little bit. Not by much. But he kind of gets you to just like calm down for a second there.
I'll give out a hearty laugh.
Maybe a little nya.
Yeah. Something just on the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Adam, why don't you go ahead and go inside and see the big boss? Everything else checks out under your information.
At once. And I'll, like, snap to attention and then move off.
Okay. The door opens up before you, and you see inside the same as everybody else has. But this time, you see that the commander is actually standing up now and holding his PDF, and begins to walk around the table and step before you.
Oh.
Now you can see him in his full military dress. His uniform is a like darkened blackish kind of charcoal color, and you can see that it has a trim of red. You can see
I'm standing at attention as well.
Yeah, you can see medals all across his front lapel. But getting a look at his legs now, you can see that he doesn't actually have legs. He has cybernetics for legs. As he stands in front of you. Looking over at his PDF, he stands within maybe a foot of you now, holding the PDF in his hand, not looking at you yet. Hasn't said a word. So, Adam, you've got an interesting name.
Salute. That I do, sir.
Care to explain?
Oh, you know, as part of the Canopian peoples, I have eclectic tastes, and I've branched out in the name that I want. Unless you are referring to my family name there.
I would say so.
Well, you know, the normal stuff. I'm not the first son, nor the last, but as such, I only have what I own myself.
That's interesting. It's a name I'm very familiar with. On both good
most so.
and bad terms. I would hope that these do not remain bad terms.
No, sir, and unless you have anything against me, I will show you only the good terms.
Extensive training for sure, I can see on your record. You've been around for a while.
Ah, yes, I did a lot of tours for my country, and then I took some time off to really enjoy life a bit.
I can see that. It's a long time spent.
That indeed, that indeed. Turned 31 just this summer.
Interesting. Interesting. Well, hopefully whatever brings you out this far isn't for bad reasons, but putting a little money in your pocket is not a bad thing.
It never is. It never is.
And hopefully I can rely on your expertise and training to be effective in combat. You seem to have some unique skills for guerrilla warfare.
Oh well, you know how us Canopians fight. I'm well trained in our methods.
So, let's discuss pay then.
Indeed.
Tell me, how do you value yourself?
I am a decent tanker, uh, well enough to lead a platoon, but well, I'll lead a squad of tanks. Though I am obviously more suited for the pre-planning and preparation of a battlefield. As you can see by my skills, I know how to rig up explosives very good, and enough well-placed mines, and any unit is down.
Oh, definitely doesn't seem like that of a standard pay mech warrior or tanker or even infantryman. So you tell me, what do you think you're worth?
I would say that I would be most pleased to take 10% over standard pay, and so I may utilize my skills, uh, a assortment of explosives, mines, grenades, and otherwise for each mission, and I will do my utmost best to make all burn in front of you.
All right. How about this? I'll give you a veteran combat pay. It'll up your rate. And I'll give you a discretionary fund of up to 2 tons worth of equipment.
Hmm. Hmm. As he strokes his face. Most agreeable. Yeah. We have a deal then, sir. And I'll put out my hand for a shake.
Before we shake on it, I
Aw.
want this locked in for 5 years.
I have nothing much going on these days. Fine. Hand
Sound,
still outreached.
I'll take it. And he shakes your hand.
Okay.
You can see the other person who's standing in the room with him has been kind of eyeing you the whole time. And he kind of sighs a sigh of relief as you two shake.
Oh no, that's got some history.
History, but I don't know. So I will ignore for now.
Go
I'll
ahead and
stand.
exit to the door to your left. We'll send in the rest of the people who need to get filed in, get you taken care of. You've got about 5.5 hours until takeoff.
Plenty of time to do things. And I'll start walking out for giving a catty look to the other guy as I leave.
You can see he's eyeing you pretty harshly
Hmm.
as you leave, but he's still standing at attention firmly.
All right. Well,
And the door
I'll,
shuts behind you.
yep. And I'll go off to find something to do.
Yep. So as you've all exited to the left, you see standing over there is a younger looking, definitely a woman from the Draconis Combine, for sure. As you can still see one of the Draconis Combine patches still labeled on her left shoulder, on her flight vest. She turns around and looks at all of you, and you can see she's got a table before her with a bunch of equipment laid out. She looks at all of you and says, "Hello there. I am Sasha. Sasha Nue. I am your vice commander for the unit."
Snap to attention.
You can also call me Shinigami. Whatever you may need, take from the stockpile here. I have laid out individual kits for each one of the mech warriors that will be accompanying us and any other commanders of any vehicles. You can see that she's like put little name tags on all of them with patches as you guys walk in and give you and are officiated. She's like printing out the patches to get made.
All right. Must
Jack Daniel.
resist
Jack Daniel.
horrible flirting. No. Nope.
You want to make a will save?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, go ahead and give me a will save. She does possess the attractive trait, so you have an additional -1.
That's a 6. No. 7.
7? 7
Yeah.
total?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. That is one off of what you need.
All right. Well.
So you can either suffer to take -1, or well, you're suffering taking -1 by resisting on all other rolls for now.
Nope. I failed the save. I'm going to lean over the desk and look around. Is this all we got? Or, is there something the Might of the Dragon can show me?
She looks over at you, and let me take a look here. She is considered an 8.
Oh no.
So let's get a quick roll and see how she reacts. Okay. So she looks over at you and says, "The might of the dragon sleeps with this one, especially for you."
Perhaps eventually I can awaken that burning passion.
On the curator's dead body. As she turns over and shoves a equipment load into your arms.
Well, you can't blame a guy for trying.
Call sign.
Lover. As you would very well know.
Jack Daniel starts laughing in the background. Okay, here we go.
She
Here we
immediately
go.
like face palms and looks up at you and says, "Of course it is," and begins to print your patch. So
Yeah, Jack Daniels kind of walks behind and says, "Which one?" He looks for his bag and says, "Okay." He just kind of grabs his stuff there and just kind of chuckles and says, "Sorry about this dude here." So, and then he's just standing there waiting for his patch.
call sign.
Call sign, cowboy.
She begins to print your patch.
Thank you.
As you step into the room, Adam.
I see that there's a table and people getting kits. I will move over to go get kits myself.
And a badly flirting redhead.
Yeah.
She looks over at you and she says, "Oh, I have a special kit for you." She hands you yours.
I'll take mine.
Call sign.
Catman.
Makes sense.
Indeed it does.
Okay, so both of you have received what is the standard regulation mercenary kit.
Alright, I'll have to parse through that later.
Yep. You receive a veteran tankers kit.
Nice. Is this a mech warrior kit, or
Yes, it is the MechWarrior kit for Independent.
So
Gotcha.
where do we find these kits at in the books?
These are located in the equipment section under specialty kits.
Specialties. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I mean, there are standard armor kits by faction.
As you guys are getting your assignments and waiting on the patches, you see 2 other people exit as well. The first one you see is what looks to be a nobleman and a noblewoman exiting out of the doorway, coming in. They're both actually in military dress of some kind. One is in what looks to be a Comstar uniform.
Ah, well, there's our benefactors. Wait a minute. They directly supervising the operation.
In
That's
addition,
kind of Crampton style.
you also see a Davion noble, very clearly in the dress of what is the first prince's attire, or somebody of the first prince's council.
Fascinating.
You can see on their titling, they wear the rank of a baron.
Fascinating.
And that is the lady who comes out. Both of them kind of ignore you and immediately go to the table, and begin to make demands of Sasha, as she's just like, hold on, and trying to calm them down, dealing with their what seems to be petty remarks for the most part, and asking for little detail changes and to have it fitted. Usual nobility kind of things.
Usual.
In addition, you also see another person come out about another minute or so later. This man is dressed in full Scottish attire, wearing a kilt, and has a little baggie that hangs out before him that you can clearly see what looks to be a very large knife sticking out of. You can also see the commander and the second in command walking out with him as well to the rest of you. I hope everybody's finding their gear all right.
Yes,
Sir.
yes.
Real good.
Mm-hmm.
As you see the Scottish guy just walk past the equipment table, and Sasha's just kind of looking in befuddlement as she looks over at the commanders. It's like, don't worry about it. We'll get him his uniform later. He just wants to go nap off his hangover.
I know how that feels. He makes that loud comment there.
Wouldn't be the worst morning.
Yes, it would not.
Sounds like a good morning.
Well, for the rest of you, we'll be meeting up at about an hour before takeoff at one of the restaurants over by the dropship to have you meet the rest of the 335th. There's a lot of us, so be prepared to have a meal. You'll also be meeting
Awesome.
your commander there as well.
That's good.
Sure. Well, let me get my bunk situated, stow away this kit, and I'll enjoy the rest of the day before then.
Yep, you've got about 4 hours until takeoff, so that's 3 hours until the restaurant. I'll see you all then. If not, I'll see you on the dropship.
Right.
All
Now,
right.
after that,
And it's pretty hard to miss. It's the only one painted bright red.
Mm.
do you mean this one?
Yes.
Anyway, we discussed this beforehand. There was a suit that we found that Victor found that he would like to acquire in not particularly legal methods.
Yeah, absolutely.
So where was the shop that I found it in, or where did I find this thing?
So you found this basically by sifting through the black markets in Steelton, by getting connections through the Yakuza.
Ah. Oh, the Yakuza operate in this area. Interesting. This should be
Yes.
fun.
So in specific, you're going to like the northern district of the city in Steelton as part of where the starport is. Around there, there's a big gambling district where a lot of Draconis transplants will set up basically casinos out there. And so the Yakuza is known to operate out of this area. It's also a good place to find illegal equipment from across the border.
Interesting. And so this little thing I have found is just, where is it located? What's the security like?
It's mostly an underground market that you went to, and you purchased it from that underground market.
Well, I haven't purchased it yet because I didn't have funds. This being the super special sneak suit.
Oh, that one. Yeah. That's right. So
the really expensive one in there.
yes.
Yeah, that one.
So
Damn.
you did purchase the other one though, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so where you are right now is where the super special one is also. It's a small shop, basically, set in an underground kind of tunneling area where there's a bunch of unnatural lights that give the sense of natural lighting out here. It's like an underground mall, essentially.
Mhm.
Inside of the shop, essentially, there are a bunch of glass cases that have a bunch of alarm protections on them and have, desk commando suits for sale.
Right, and this stuff is obviously illegal.
Very, very illegal.
In this area.
Very illegal.
Okay, so I am formulating a plan.
So the shop is not terribly big, but it has a good amount of security. It has infrared, it has motion sensor, and it definitely has a lot of cameras.
Alrighty. I'm going to impersonate a cop, but specifically I want to listen out for a little bit and, figure out who this shop owner's rival is.
Okay, so are you pretending to be an undercover cop or just
Yes,
a
pretending
cop?
to be an undercover cop.
Okay, go ahead and give me an acting check then.
Acting check, so that's at +5.
Or actually, first give me a disguise check, then give me
Also
an acting
at
check.
+5.
Yep.
So that is 12.
12, okay.
12.
For disguise, and now give me your acting.
That is 11.
11. Okay. So, you set up a disguise of what would be probably a pretty normie person of a rich folk coming down, pretending to be a cop kind of thing. You sell yourself off as like an endowed noble looking for something to take care of a rival is kind of the story you spin.
Right, and I kind of want to figure out what this store's rival is. Yes.
In discussing that, go ahead and give me a negotiations check.
That's at +3?
Yeah.
Oh, that's only a 5.
5. Okay. So, while he doesn't give you any information about his rival...
6. My bad.
Okay. So, while he doesn't give you any information about your rival, he does specify that this area is well known for having multiple vendors. But next to nobody carries what he carries because he is very specific in this market.
Right. And I'm going to let slip that, I hear the cops are planning to come on down here. Who knows what could happen?
A raid? Well, we've got procedures for that. It is not a big deal.
Right. But, sure you wouldn't want it to happen to somebody else?
Well, Give me a negotiations check again. With a -1 to the target number.
Because I am acting like an undercover cop. That is 4, 8 plus 3 brain function. An 11.
11. Okay. Well, I will say this. There is a shop that is, I don't know, maybe 2 over to the left from here, across the street. They're big time sellers of all kinds of different things from across the border. They tend to cut into my supplies whenever I'm ordering equipment. I would
Yeah.
love if I had more access to stock. As he slides you, like written on a little like note card or like business card, the name of the shop and the owner.
All right. Well,
It is,
take a
however,
look at
written. It is, however, written in Swedenese.
I can't read that, but I'm not going to look like I can't read that.
Okay.
So, look, don't tell anybody this, because it might blow my cover, but, for the right price, I might be able to make that problem go away.
Well, if you can, I'll be happy to see it. But I have no stake in making it happen right now.
Oh, but you have the equipment that I so desperately need to make this thing happen.
No, thank you. And you can see now that like he's motioned for guards to start coming out.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
think so. I think our business is concluded. But thank you for your patronage.
All right, well, time for Plan B.
He rolled a 16 to see
Ooh.
through your acting.
Oh no!
Damn.
So he doesn't think I'm a cop at all.
No, he's pretty aware of what's going on at this point.
Someone's gonna get locked up in the stockade.
No, he's just gonna get killed.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm gonna have to come here after like an hour in the sneak suit with a weapon. Maybe you can blast away and get through. I don't know.
You could try, but you could also save it for another time.
Oh, I'd have to come back to this planet, and that is a really nice suit that I kinda need.
It's not like it's not possible to find it on the other one.
We already rolled for that.
Maybe if you knew someone who
Oh, yeah.
knew like the architecture of buildings and such, that could tell you a good way to go through it. But you don't really know someone like that, do you now?
Right. Well, that's my time for now. I'll let other people figure
Okay.
it out while I formulate a plan.
Okay, so that would have spent about an hour doing that, by the way.
Yeah, I figured.
So you've got about 2 hours until the dinner. All right. Anybody else got
All right.
anything that they'd like to do?
Jack Daniels is drinking. Already starting to drink already for the party.
Okay,
no.
he's pre-gaming.
Is
Yeah,
there?
He's got his stuff. He's got his stuff. What do you need?
Are you gonna pre-game over at the spaceport, or are you going to pre-game like somewhere nice?
I'll do this. I'll just stay in the compound.
Okay.
Because he wants to get to know some of the people that are running the show.
Okay. All right. So, hanging around the spaceport in the compound, you do actually run into somebody.
Okay.
You can see a gentleman who is larger than most, a little top heavy, if anything. But has kind of a very lanky sway to him in a lot of
Okay.
ways. Walking with Sasha.
Okay.
And
Oh no.
they are walking along discussing some stuff. They have a PDF open and are going over some notes and other things along those lines. And you can see the Comstar official sitting over by the bar, and the Davion person, the noble woman, also sitting in a booth at the bar, talking with a bunch of other people who are also over there, including you can see Lucius is also sitting over there as well.
Okay.
And you can see the person who's walking with Sasha is also walking over to the table as well.
And then I would know what Sasha. Is this the
That's
Sasha
the
we know?
Yes, that is the co-commander of the unit that you guys are assigned to.
Okay. And I don't know. I'll just be walking over there and say, talk to Sasha and said, "Hey, it's a privilege to be serving over here in this command, and can't wait to get out into the field to see all this action and see how everybody operates."
Oh yes, absolutely. Let me introduce you to the commander of our unit. This is
Hello, Commander.
Hey, good to meet you, son.
Nice to meet you. Proud to be out here.
Name's Lance. Lance Gordon.
Pleased to meet you. My name is Jack Daniels, call sign Cowboy.
Nice. Very nice. I see that it must be your favorite drink then.
Oh yeah. I had to keep it with my name.
You might not think it, but I'm actually from the Draconis Combine as well. Me and Sasha here used to serve together in the DCMS.
Well, I hope to see you guys out in the field to see all the action you guys do, because I've heard a lot of rumors about you guys. So that's probably one reason why I came out here. See you
Yeah.
guys in action.
Yeah. You can also call me Akuma if you want. It's a popular name that the divisions have given me.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I like it. Like it.
But what you piloting? Did they give you
I'm
your
pilot.
assignment?
I own my own mech over here, sir. Lynx. It's a
Oh
pretty
yeah.
fast little machine. Got it well down. I've took care of her and love that little machine there.
Yeah, you'll definitely be backing me up a lot. I'm the pilot of the Black Knight. Sasha's the one in the Talos.
Oh wow! I can't wait to see you guys. That's all I can say. I can't wait to see you guys out there.
Absolutely.
Hopefully.
Why don't you sit down and join us for a drink? Meet everybody else.
Thank you, sir. I feel honored. Yep. Could I offer you a Jack Daniels?
You most certainly can, sir.
Sasha, can I offer you a Jack Daniels?
No, I'll stick to sake.
Sake. Okay. The brown stuff is a little bit too strong for you, Sasha. Not to be rude or anything like that, but
Most definitely.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
Brown liquor tends to make me very sick.
Bummer. Okay. Well, you can mix it up with some kind of like cola type stuff to reduce it down. So maybe that might help out.
What is cola?
Cola. Oh, do we not have cola out here?
So uniquely speaking, cola is something that, like, not a lot of people get access to, especially in the Draconis Combine.
Mm-hmm. Well, ma'am, if I get a hold of some, I'll let you try it out. It has no alcohol, and you can try it out. So.
Cola is lost tech. Oh no.
Huh? Well, I don't know. I'm like, dude, I'm like all new to this. I'm thinking Coca-Cola. So.
Yeah, no. Cola is kind of a lost tech. It's really only rich nobles have access to it.
Yeah.
Because the processing plants are only in the most major worlds, and this is not a big industrial hub, so they don't really get a lot of it out here.
Booze, yes. Cola,
if I do
no.
get it, I'll let you try it out, ma'am. It's very good. It's very tasty.
Absolutely. So you sit down with the rest of the people at the table there. Lance sits down next to what looks to be the Davion noblewoman, who is speaking French at the moment to what seems to be Lucius. And they're conversing back and forth in French. It's pretty easy to tell it's French because it's the only romantic kind of language that you hear among everybody. But most everybody else is speaking English for the most part.
Okay. And then, do they seem friendly?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Very, very affluent and friendly.
Okay.
Although you do see, give me a perception check really quick.
Okay. That will be. Give me a second here. Perception. And guys, I'm just getting used to this here. I'll just roll. Let's see. A 9 plus what is it? The
Perception. So
is it
0.
the TN?
Yeah.
0? Okay.
It's against the target number. So.
Oh, sorry. I rolled the wrong dice over here. I'm over on someone
Oh,
else's
no.
dice.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, yeah. I was all like, wait a minute. I was looking for my sheet here.
Oh, yep. No, you're right. So either or is fine. So your perception is 1.
That's like a plus 1, or no, just.
So it'd be 11 plus 1. That was the roll that you made.
Okay.
So
Nice.
you do notice that the Davion woman is giving a major stink eye over to Sasha.
Ooh.
So those are gonna get into a cat fight.
Meow.
But otherwise, they're conversing in French, and you see that Draken is actually stepped up into the area as well, over by the bar, and is walking over to the table as well. Gordon begins to start talking. So, Jack, let me ask you something. You've been on a lot of tours of duty. Where have you been? What brought you all the way out here to get you out in the deep periphery?
Just gotta see what's out here, sir. You know, if you're gonna be a good combat soldier, you gotta be aware of all your awareness and travel different places.
Have you been all across the Innersphere, or did you come for somewhere specific?
That's something you're gonna have to answer for me, but no, just staying in the area, just to, for my family. They're military. I become a military brat, if you want to say, and I just took orders and told me where I needed to go. So it was pretty much in my common area there. And
So
since
your family, they served as part of mercenaries as well? What was their
yes,
unit?
sir. Oh, that you're gonna get me on. They
I'm making you make your backstory.
I know, I see you. It's like that. It just comes from the. I guess would it be appropriate to say the Great Death Legion? Would that be appropriate?
Oh, they're part of the Grey Death? Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm just throwing that
Ah,
out there because I'm reading those books now, or listening to the audiobooks, so that's what it's coming
They're
to my
good
head
books.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I'm enjoying them, so that's what's coming to my head right now since I'm new to this. So yeah, that's where my family comes from.
why'd you separate from the Grey Death? They're a pretty big unit. They're A+ rated.
Yeah, sir, but sometimes you get when you're doing the same unit combat, you got to learn other tactics and other techniques, how battle goes out. So, being a young guy I know I'm still young, but coming out here with you guys, seeing the different strategies isn't that a lesson itself?
I won't disagree with you on that, but that's interesting to hear.
Well, that's just me,
I know,
'cause
coming from the Draconis Combat, I don't have as much experience with that, but I have encountered the Grey Death Legion before. We've butted heads once or twice.
well, you know how it is. You get
Work is
drunk.
work.
Yeah, you get drunk, you fight, you argue. Sooner or later, you come back together and you fight together. So we're all mercs.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we sign our contracts, and as long as we get our
Yep,
pay, that's where our loyalty goes.
that's what it is, sir. We're mercs. That's it. By trade, we don't follow no houses, and whoever's paying the top thing, one day you're Dracona, the next day you're in the Black Widow unit. So but you get paid, you stay loyal, and you gotta count on the guy on the left and the one on the right, and hopefully the one don't shoot in the back.
Sasha kind of peeks in. She's like, yes, that is very for certain, especially when the DCMS tends to stab each other in the back quite often. That's why we are
Yeah.
no longer with them.
So that's something I'm learning. How can you learn it if you're standing in one unit? Just come out, see the world.
So, are you related to Carson by chance, then?
GM, am I?
I don't know. That's up to you.
Yeah. All right. Let's go with it. Yes, I am.
Oh
Rip.
dear.
Really? Wow.
Distance, family. Can't control what they do.
Well, that's interesting to hear then. Definitely we have a savant on our hands here. I'll be interested to see how you do.
Later, I'm gonna have to for the backstory so I can know what I'm talking about.
So as this is going on, people are starting to file in and talk to each other. There are people kind of shuffling in from the day to day. You can also notice that there are definitely a bunch of people wearing the Red Baron uniform that are shuffling in through the complex. You've seen you've only met like a dozen like mech warriors so far. But you also notice a group walk in as well that are all wearing a patch on their shoulder that looks like a warthog. That walks into the bar as well and sits down over by the Comstar guy, and they're discussing loudly with each other. Gordon looks over and says, well, that's the other unit we're going to be competing against.
The Warhawks, okay.
The Warthog unit. The main battle unit. Yep.
You said Warhog?
Yeah.
Warhawk.
Warhog.
Okay.
And it's got a picture of a warthog.
That was the name of my tank in the real army.
But yeah, so that's the unit that we're competing against over there in terms of our accolades, we'll say. It's the main battle unit that the Red Baron's mercenary unit has been using for the last, decade.
Oh, wow. So we're like fresh, we're the new fresh guys.
Well, yeah, you guys
Replaced.
just got hired on. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I've been with the Barons now for about 5 years. Sasha's also been there with me as well. Commander Lucius, how long have you been with the Barons? Lucius gets away from his French conversation to look at the rest of you. I would say probably, I don't know, about 25 years?
Wow.
Hell, take a guess how old Christopherson is.
Oh, I don't want to do that because I get myself in trouble, especially if I'm drunk.
The fun part is finding out how old he actually is.
Yeah, I don't want to insult because you never know.
Oh, it's not an insult. The man has lived a long time.
Yeah,
He's
but I can
87.
Wow. That's right there. That right there is like, I want to be up in that age still fighting combat. That's awesome.
Draken's only 52. You can see Draken, who's now sat down. He's like, indeed, I am. And he does not look 52.
Does he look older or younger?
Much younger. He looks like maybe he's 25, 26.
Right on. See, that's why I came out here to see real soldiers, real mercs out here fighting. So yeah.
The beauty of cosmetics.
Oh, okay. Stretchy face.
Not so much stretchy face, just being able to take care of myself well. I, way back in the day, got an operation done that helped out a lot down in Canopus. So, it works out pretty nicely, but I don't think I ever want to go back there. It was a fun time while it lasted, but I don't want to be blackout and end up with weird body parts again.
Oh, damn. Hope they didn't put a tail on you, sir.
They did.
It did. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. I was just a wild guess.
No, it was a fun time. It's a great story, but I'll tell the
Jack
rest
Daniels
of
takes
it.
another takes another shot. It's like,
Yeah,
okay.
I'll tell the rest of it after we finish drinking our first 3 rounds.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Here, sir. He pours him a shot. There's
Yeah.
one down.
So, conversation continues for the next like 2 to 3 hours. Do you want to stay there the whole time, just chatting with people?
Yeah, I might as well because I'm enjoying myself.
Okay.
Got to meet some people around there. Might as well. Why leave?
In that time, you get to see all 10 platoons of the tank divisions file in at some point. That's close to about that's about 150 people
Damn. Okay.
just from the tank
Okay.
divisions. The artillery division also comes in. The APC division will eventually come in. The only ones that are not there are the admin division. But the engineering platoons also show up. So there's close to about 500 people.
So all the grunts are out here partying.
Yeah, like
That's
everybody's
cool.
showing up for dinner.
Yeah. Well, the grunts are here. The admin's like, no, I don't mess around with these guys because they get too drunk and rowdy for us. So
Yeah. But
okay. So
bunch of tank divisions and such that are showing up. So, Oranaka, what are you up to?
I have plenty of time before I'm supposed to go to a dinner, so I have gone to a central location in this city because I'm looking for a fountain or something nice to look at
Okay. All right.
that has
So,
a sunny spot.
going to the central location of Steelton. Steelton is an interesting planet as it is not the most diverse ever in terms of biome. It's pretty terrestrial overall. And it's been very well terraformed over the time. It's pretty moderate overall, and it's mostly got farmland on it.
Kind of idyllic.
Yeah. However, in the center of Steelton's main city, which is actually pull that up. Do I have it? Ladanya. There is actually a nice fountain feature that is located there that has a memorial, believe it or not, to the reunification wars and to the defeat of Amaris. It's a pretty old structure. It's close to about 350 years old by this age.
Yes, but it's a good piece of architecture that has military history involved in it.
Yeah, go ahead and give
Most
me
peop-
a roll for that. Give me an architecture roll and a military history roll.
I'll do the architecture first. All right, so architecture would be 12, and then military history would only be 8.
Okay.
Today, no, so I apologize. It would be 13 and 9. I need to add in my 1 for the link.
Gotcha. So 13 and 9.
Mhm.
Okay. So the thing you definitely know is this piece of architecture is definitely a beautiful work of art. It is a completely concrete stone masonry cut with marble all across its outlay. So it's basically lined with marble that has been cut around it
Mhm.
with a core like concrete structure. There is
Mm.
a like fountain base to it that roams around it with marble cut around and a granite top that goes across it. It's got an inlaid pool that actually has reflective panels inside of it that actually act as solar panels that are drawing in energy. So it's powering something actually, and You think that it's just powering the fountain itself, but getting a closer look at it, you notice that that's way too much power input for just a fountain to run itself. Kind of exploring around, you notice the kind of ingrained filigree that's along the bottom half that's kind of telling the story of Karinsky defeating Amaris and destroying the Rimworld's republic that had been oppressing its people. And this liberated world was then taken off the hands by the Lyrans who liberated them and kind of reunified this world into a beautiful agricultural center. You notice at one point on the Star League symbol that you see, there is kind of an inlaid black sphere of onyx that you press on. And based off your military history, you know that this is some sort of cache of some kind that was hidden here.
Oh, dope. Okay.
So
What's
pressing on it and opens up, you see a little kind of like cubby slide out a little bit as the stone separates and it depressurizes. Pulling it open, you can see a little kind of safe that has been opened up. Inside, you can see a rifle, a Star League combat uniform, and helmet, as well as a PDA and a journal.
I will pull out the PDA and the journal. I'll push back in the catch and I'll read it. I'll start with the journal first.
Okay. Opening up the journal, you can see it is dated for the reunification war.
Oh.
We have fought long and hard to separate ourselves from Amaris, but yet he still presses his power upon us. The Star League has now come to bear its teeth and its foul nature, to oppress us just the same as he has. We will not stand for such idle content. We shall fight back. And as you continue to read through, the journals kind of indicate that this is a rebel fighter of some kind who has been fighting against Amaris all this time and is now fighting the SLDF. But at some point or another, got in contact with one of its lieutenants of the SLDF and decided to switch sides and join the command of the SLDF. Eventually going on to see future tours later and return to his homeworld, where he watched it be completely decimated and destroyed and vowed to reinstate it to its former glory before he died. It cuts off a little bit before when the statues would have been put up by the Lyran Commonwealth.
Okay.
However, the PDA has additional information.
More military history.
These have SLDF cache codes located inside, along with additional information that seems to be encoded in there. It has a singular message left on it. They still yet live, and they shall reign again. And it's labeled with the same name that was there before in the journal. However, it has a different title.
Oh?
Brigadier General.
Oh, okay. I think I will open back up the cache, pull out the armor and the weapon. I'll take those. I will leave, though.
Okay.
The journal in there.
Alrighty.
All right. Well, there goes the excuse to meet the cat.
And then I take a nap right in front of the the monument.
Okay.
It's a nice spot,
It is.
and
It's
I
very.
have time.
It's very sunny. It's very fresh air there. I mean, it's very fresh air.
Oh, that brings it back.
Hmm.
If you're okay with this,
Go for
Yeah.
it.
Victor will wander on over to a spot, particularly the monument, to try to contemplate a plan B for acquiring this piece of technology that he thinks would help him do his job better.
Okay. So as you approach towards the park area
You
where the
hear a
central
loud
statue,
yeah. Is that him sleeping on the?
you see Adam sleeping on the side of the fountain where it's spraying water kind of a little bit. So it's pretty cool right there, but it's also got the sun shining, so it's also kind of warm as well. He's just kind of like sitting on the edge of the fountain there, taking a nap.
A little
I
cat.
hate to wake him up from his nap, but I think a second opinion on this perhaps would be a good idea. So
There's
we'll
actually-
go and
Bench not too far away that you can kind of pull over and sit next to him.
yeah, we'll pull the bench over and give him a nudge.
Oh,
Hey, Catman, you awake?
I'll open one eye as I look at you. Yes.
If we're gonna be working together, you need to know what my job description was before I joined up.
Hmm.
And then after that, I'm going to ask you for some help.
I can do a good amount of things, but what kind of help?
Well, you
And
see,
I'll kind of also start to get up into a sitting position. And what's in it for me?
well,
Cattail.
there is a supply of some expensive equipment that is not entirely legal.
Oh.
And I am thinking that, wait, what was our mercenary unit again?
The 335th Red Baron unit.
Red Barons could do with the equipment much more than some 2-bit criminal. You see, I'm from Chirano's Raiders Acquisitions Procurement.
Hmm.
That is our special operations branch of my mother's mercenary company.
Assuming, yeah, it's probably definite that I know your unit. That would
Yeah.
be a military history of 11. So,
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
you are well informed of the Chirano's Raiders. You know of them as a kind of a Capellan Lyran proxy unit, specifically well noted for their collection of catapults.
How many catapults? My mother is obsessed with the damn things. I don't understand.
well, they make for good long-range shots. It's
Yes, but when you have entire companies of them, one starts to wonder.
well,
They're
that's what she
well
told me.
known for having a lot of catapults. They have like an entire company worth.
if you never have to get onto the battlefield and your enemy is destroyed, I think that's a valid and good strategy.
Still, one would think it excessive. Either way,
Hmm.
I come from CRAP, and yes, there is a particular sneak suit I would like to acquire, but I'm sure there are other illicit goods that would be better in
Sneak
our
suit, you
hands.
say?
Sneak suit.
Does he have only the one?
I mean, I have one, but he's got a better one.
Hmm.
He's got
Hmm.
quite a few.
Hmm.
They're in
I'd
in
be
the
willing
room
to
on
share.
display alone. There are 10 of them on display.
Oh,
I'd be
damn.
willing to share.
Well,
Split the loot.
this would
Even?
be a good cash, I believe. Yes, yes. Let's see if we can't liberate some illegal goods.
Yes, yes. Well, I tried posing as an undercover cop, and
I'll just look you up and down.
it didn't particularly work.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking perhaps shooting up the place, but that would be rather dangerous. There are guards everywhere.
Yes, I wouldn't suggest it as I pull out my auto pistol. Unless you have one of these babies, but even then it's a little hard as I start fingering the silencer on it.
I prefer laser weapons, but I understand the point.
No, it wouldn't be good to go in running and gunning, though we might have a nice purchase through other means. Show me this building. Maybe I can have a decent layout of it.
Yeah.
You also have the kit of equipment that you took out of the cache still on you?
Yes.
Okay, so there's a uniform sitting next to them that you can clearly see has a Star League emblem on it, and a rifle sitting next to him as well that looks a little bit different than most of the ones you've ever seen.
Is that a replica, or is that a genuine piece of article there?
These are genuine pieces. I was rewarded for admiring this splendor I'll just like wave back towards the monument.
That opens up a couple of options. An interesting trade, perhaps, but those are yours.
So the specific thing that you got is a is a Mauser 1200 LSS.
At a laser rifle, or?
Yes. It's a laser rifle system. This was the standard issue for Star League Defense Troops way back in the day.
Interesting.
Huh, okay.
And here I am floating around with just a generic blazer rifle.
Give me an appraisal check on it.
Okay. That one's gonna be much. Let's see if I can get this. Oof. Just barely, just barely. Actually, not just barely, a little over. All right, so 9. I had to make an.
All right. So 9 on that one?
Yep.
Okie dokie. So what you do know is this laser rifle at base cost, just for the laser rifle itself, is about 10,000 C-bells. It's worth probably somewhere around 20 to 30,000 in C-bells.
If you want to give it up.
Isn't like the isn't that space that stealth suit like in the millions?
No,
Or am I remembering it wrong?
it is like 100,000, I think, though.
Yeah, it's
Oh, that plus the
fairly
kit.
huge.
Oh no, it's not that expensive. It's only 21,000.
Oh.
The
Oh, that plus the kit. That would make an even trade. If we could find the right buyer.
the really good sneak suit is worth 28,000. The only one that you won't be able to get access to regardless is going to be the Desk Commando suit, which is 50,000.
Yeah, no, I wasn't looking at that one anyway. I was looking at the super suit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 28. Shit. Yeah, that's good. All right. So that's dope. How good is the Starleague stuff actually?
So we could hack our way in. But again, those are some pretty complicated security systems. You got? Well, again, we'll take him over to the architecture, to the building.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll mention that I dabble in a lot of things. Depending on how good their security, will see how far we can go.
They said they have like motion detectors, IR scanners, all of that fun stuff.
Mm.
Like the glass will break, and that'll be an alarm.
And then we just need to unlock it in that regard, though. We'll see how it gets.
So this would be equivalent to a Comstar kit, by the way.
Okay, that makes it much easier for me to figure out what this is. Oh shit, it's better than mine.
And they usually do.
Yeah. Though mine is concealed belt of flak. So I'm just in like civilian gear.
Mhm.
It seems.
Hmm.
But I'm not. I'm in armor. But so all right. So we get to the building that he was in. But what kind of building is this? Is it like part of a strip? Is it its
So-
own standalone building?
So there are office buildings above this area. There are several like subway-like entrances down below. And there are actually subways that run through this area. But basically as offshoots and doorways that lead into what is like an underground mall, essentially.
Okay.
Blow our way in through the top.
We could. I'll Is there like a back alley or any alleys?
Not really.
No? Okay.
It's basically singular strip lines that run through the middle that connect at different points to different subways. And there are just a bunch of outlet malls. And this just happens to be one of those shops, essentially.
Okay.
If there is any like back alley entrances or things like that, you'd have to locate that somehow without actually seeing the back rooms or going through the back room of it and going up to wherever it leads out.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have to know where to go, basically.
Yeah.
Might be able to guess it through a noting of their architecture, but that may not work.
You could totally try.
All right. I will definitely attempt that. Otherwise, I might start looking to climb around and see if I can't get above it. Oh, dang.
That is a 16. Nice.
Well, that's 10. Oh, yeah, it's a 16.
Yeah. Okay.
Damn.
So the thing you do notice is the architecture here is very nice for an underground mall, but it has some structural weaknesses to it.
Uh-huh.
Number one, you can definitely tell that there is a loading dock above where this is. Because the way that it's structured, you can tell that the pylons in between there definitely connect to some sort of garage entrance door above. So there's definitely street level access above you. Looking to your left and right, you can see that the nearest stairwells that would take you out and back up are only about maybe a quarter mile in each direction.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
Oh.
this has to be somewhere on a block somewhere. The building above it has to have some sort of loading dock entrance, which means that you're at the back-facing part of a building. And above it, it has to be a smaller building. It can't be an office building necessarily. But it may be connected to a larger complex, maybe next door or something along those lines.
All right. Well, I'm going to leave Victor, and we're gonna go up onto the streets and see if I can't get back to around where the whatever kind of garage doorway would be located above ground.
Absolutely. Go ahead and give me an interest architecture. These have all been advanced rolls anyways, so.
Oh, ooh, not as good.
That's still like an
Still
11, I
11.
think.
Yeah, still an 11.
Okay. Kind of using your inference from before and being able to look at the architecture above, you absolutely within eyeshot can see there is a smaller garage-like building that is designed to intake vehicles, especially larger, more complex vehicles like diesel engine-based ones or larger ICE vehicles, like even a heavy battle mech recovery vehicle could get repaired in there.
Oh, okay.
So you're guessing that more than likely that is the warehouse that they use above it. And you can see surrounded around it, where that garage is, it's at the back end of where it's connected to 3 other U-shaped office buildings above it, where you can see a large Draconis Combine symbol on the building.
Oh, this might have
Getting a
government
better
side.
getting a better look at it, it's the embassy.
Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm. This might be a bit more trouble than we believed, friend.
This is true.
Give me a streetwise check if you've got one.
Me?
Either of you.
I've got streetwise Lyrans.
I've got
That would be
streetwise
perfect.
Magistry.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a check for the streetwise of those.
Okay. Oh. That's
And
good.
for anybody who is watching this later, for you to understand, I'm treating streetwise as your particular streetwise from your region, and that will inform you of any related streetwise activity in another region. There is a there is a plus to your target number for that reason, but I have that on my end.
Okay. Well, I only got 8.
8.
I got a 9.
What's streetwise's target number?
8.
8. Okay. So you did not pass, and you got a 9, you said, Victor?
Yep.
Okay, so you did pass then.
Okay.
So looking at the streets here and kind of getting a better idea, you notice a couple of other symbols that are related around here. Number one being that you absolutely do see some Yakuza symbols that are pretty easy to find and spot. So some sort of Yakuza element is related here. It maybe is using the embassy as like a front, possibly.
Well, this complicates matters.
Oh.
While you recognize this building as being an embassy, Oronaka, you don't necessarily know anything related to any criminal activities or any additional stuff that you might find out.
There's Yakuza about. My guess is that this is a front. So, hypothetically, any activity we got going on here could be construed as a rival organization.
It could, though. That's as long as we don't get caught at all.
Well, I got a sneak suit. I'm hoping you got explosives.
Oh, I definitely have explosives. I've
Yeah.
got a decent amount.
Pop the garage door open and blow a hole. Get some rope. Sounds like we got a plan.
Yes, indeed. Let's get in there.
Alrighty.
All right, just so you guys know, you have like an hour before dinner.
We have an hour to do this. Ooh.
Right. We can do this.
All right.
Also, keep in mind, you walked here.
How long did it take to get here?
Probably about 20 to 30 minutes.
Alright.
Can we do this in 20 to 30 minutes?
Fast raids are what we specialize in. Over in crap.
It's possible, but I hope you're packing some kind of armor. Otherwise, this might hurt you a lot.
You were given your basic kit, which
That
your
includes a
standard mech warrior armor for inner sphere.
cooling vest, and that it?
Yes.
that's
You
it.
also would have received a you would have received the basic mercenary kit as well.
Mercenaries.
It's not space
Periphery generic?
Yes.
Alright.
Plus a auto rifle and an auto pistol.
I got a blazer rifle.
Mhm.
And a laser pistol, so.
Yeah, that's the standard kit that they give you.
What was included in my kit? You said I had a veteran tankers kit?
Yes. So you would be the elite mech warrior kit, essentially.
Oh, okay.
And you would also receive the tanker smock on top of it.
Where will we find that? I tried to look it up in the
It's page
War.
290 to
290?
295
295 of what
Alright.
book?
of A Time of War.
Time of War.
Battle War. Okay. Still a newbie here.
And you would still receive the same weapons, though. You would
Okay.
receive
Alright.
a basic auto rifle and a basic auto pistol.
Auto rifle. Okay. Thank you.
But anyways, so you guys want to do this?
Oh yeah, I think we can do this. We
Okay.
good with doing this?
If I could, yeah, you know what? Let's try it. If we can actually get through this, I could get us. We could get stealth suits.
Okie dokie. What's your plan?
All right, we gotta do this quick, and we gotta do this as best as we can.
Quick explosive entry.
All right, I'm going to start getting to work. Is there an easy way into the top garage, or are we gonna have to blow in?
It looks to be closed at the moment. The doors are shut down. There's no lighting coming out of the front of it. It's not terribly late in the evening yet. It's only maybe 4 o'clock or so.
Mm-hmm.
In relative Terran terms.
A lot of foot traffic around here.
No, not really.
Okay.
It's pretty sparse around the Draconis area.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go up to the door, pull out my demolition kit, and then pull out one of my C8 satchel charges. And,
Okay.
That might not be necessary.
Oh?
I'm gonna try to. How does one open this door?
You
Just
could
taking
attempt.
a look at it.
The way that it normally opens is it's probably got an automatic garage opener and closer. You can see on the side there is a panel for access.
All right. Well, I'll take a look at the panel, and Roll of security systems.
All right.
I'm going to pull on my. I'm going to put on the
That's not
helmet
enough.
for right now.
That's only a 9.
I don't
That's
want
only
you
a
to see me.
5, and I need a 9. So yeah, no, that's not working.
Yeah,
Is this,
you tried tapping into the codes and you try to do an admin reset, and instead it locks up, and it says you need to wait 30 minutes before reaccessing.
Yeah,
Alright.
nope, I do not think that's gonna work.
All right, so I'll set up the bomb charge.
So
I'll,
you put a satchel charge in front of the door.
Well, no, I use my
Yeah.
demolition to line it up, but yeah.
Okay. So give me a perception check first on the door. Because you're talking about the
I can-
garage door, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll roll a 2, just for...
Yep.
That's a 10.
That's at least. That's a 7? No, that's an 8.
8. Okay, so you both understand this. That door is made up of the same material that battle mechs are made out of.
Oh, so is this not gonna work?
So 2 satchel charges.
So probably about 2 satchel charges. Go ahead and give me a demolitions check for placement.
Okay. Alright.
So you at least know that it's going to require 2 C8 charges at once going off to blow through this door.
Right, wait. If I get a canister of water, if I get a, like a fuel canister of water and pack it into there, that might help focus the explosion. You know those fuel cans, those jerry cans? Cut a hole in it, pack the C8 charge into that hole, and then fill the rest of it with water.
The satchel charges are already pre-made. They're designed to
Right,
blow
okay.
through stuff.
Never mind. Roll away.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so that is. That is
Excellent.
15.
Okay. Knowing that the door is going to have weak points at any of its edges, you immediately go for the weakest position, which is going to be directly at the corner of the door closest to the wall.
Hmm.
It's probably going to blow out some of the wall in the process, but also if anything is in the corner there, it'll also destroy that too. And you can stand around the corner and still feel protected from the blast. So you set up the
Definitely going to be around the
charges.
corner.
You kind of line them up against the wall on the edge, and you kind of double stack it a little bit at the bottom across.
Alright, I will prep the blazer rifle for breaching.
Pull out my auto pistol and set off the charges.
You don't want to pull out your new
I don't think he has the power packs for it.
That's true, you don't.
No, and I have reloads for my auto pistol.
So you detonate the charges. It blows out the corner and immediately rips inside, and you hear additional explosions on the inside. You can feel it against the wall next to you as the concrete begins to crack a little bit.
Alright, we got.
Alright, is there a hole?
Yes,
If
there is a
only
large
hole through it.
there is a large hole that extends up the full 10 feet of the garage and has basically banana peeled it backwards,
Alright,
opening up to
pop
the
through
inside.
hole.
You can
We're
see
running in.
immediately on the inside. There are blast marks along the corners from where an acetylene tank had been set off.
Oh.
In
Is there a
addition, you
hole
can
in the
see
floor?
tools everywhere scattered about. You can see a hole in the floor, but it is a drop hatch for like working on vehicles. And you can see the bay is in there. You can also see that there was a vehicle actually sitting on the stilts that is now completely fallen over.
What vehicle?
It looks to be some sort of hovercraft.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to go over to the hatch and see if we can't pull it.
The vehicle
down.
was not damaged, by the way. It just fell off the track.
Yeah. Hmm.
So looking around immediately, there's nobody inside. No
Okay.
alarm went off either.
Not that we can hear, anyway.
Yeah. You're not deafened in any way, like from the explosion. It wasn't that close, and you kept your ears closed so you wouldn't like knock yourself silly.
Right. Next
But
charge. Set
no-
it up quickly.
No immediate understanding of anything else going on.
Okay, well,
Use
I
your architecture really quick to get a bearing as to where you might want to drop your charges.
I'll get a rope set up to climb out.
okay. I'll
Let me
set
also get
a
a perception check from you as well, Victor.
14.
6,
6.
which is less than I need.
And 14 for you. Okay, so
Yep.
looking at the architecture around here, you're very sure that the floor is well reinforced for this kind of trouble if it has an open cavity below it.
Mm.
More than likely, you're going to need a lot of satchel charges to blow through the floor to open it up.
Okay.
Judging from the
many?
way this happened, more than likely, if they are smuggling stuff somewhere, there has to be a door that leads down into the complex below as the back room. Taking a look around the garage, you can immediately see an office ahead of you that indicates that's the more than likely place for there to be a back room if there is one. Because you don't
Okay.
see any inlets in the front here.
Alrighty.
I'll
Can I
point towards it.
hypothetically roll streetwise to be like, if I were a smuggler, where would I put my secret back room?
Sure, go ahead.
Alrighty.
I will check out the office. We don't have
Oh,
too much
that's a
time.
12.
Oh, nice.
Very nice. Is it a 12?
No, that's
What's
a
your
13.
13, okay. I was about to say, is it a natural 12?
No, almost though.
If it is, let
Almost.
me know, because that's a critical, and there's special rules for that.
Almost.
So, what was your total for both of you, and for which actions?
13 for the streetwise.
13 for the streetwise? Okay,
14 for the architecture. Well, more of I was going to check the office.
okay.
Yeah.
Checking around the office, based off your architecture roll and your bit of your perception there, you definitely point out that you don't see an immediate entrance anywhere, but it has to be in this room, so you probably should start turning it over. Looking inside, you can see an office desk, a bunch of filing cabinets around, a table with a bunch of extra tools where you can see like extra parts sitting out. You also notice that you see a power converter specific for the vehicle that is out front that they were working on. That looks to be already repaired, but just needs to be reinstalled.
I will pick that up. We might be stealing this vehicle as we leave.
Probably a good idea.
You can also see that there's a large rug that covers the area, and your streetwise informs you it's the oldest trick in the book. They hid a trapdoor under the rug.
Alright, we'll yank the rug out and see if there's a trapdoor.
There is indeed, directly under the desk. You can also see on the desk there's a small desk safe inside of the desk itself.
Alright, I don't have the tools to open it, but I do have a laser rifle.
So, taking a look at the trapdoor, you can see it is like a sealed porthole.
Mhm.
Kind of throwing back everything. It just has a turnstile, like porthole closing mechanism. It's not locked in any way.
Well, then I'll use my thick cat arms and like wheel it open.
All right, you
Alright.
twist it open and pull it up.
While he's doing that, I will attempt to open the safe. Is that a security? What type of security is that going to be?
That would be a mechanical because it is a turnstile
Okay.
lock.
Okay, I don't have that skill.
You would have a -4 to the roll.
And that's just based off of everything?
Whenever you're not trained in a skill in any way, shape, or form, you have a -4 to that skill to attempt it.
Alright. This is just while he's opening the thing. I need an 11 or higher on the dice. No. Yeah, no.
Nope. So
Out
you're
goes the laser
trying,
pistol.
but you don't have like any real experience with it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Out goes the laser pistol. Time to blast the hinges.
Okay. The hinges are internal.
Oh, this makes that more difficult.
So you could attempt to just like blow off the lock if you want to.
That is the attempt.
Okay, give me the 2d6 small arm shot.
All right. +1. +2 because I have a laser sight. If that
Nice.
matters.
Yeah, that's fine.
7, 8, 9.
9. Okay, so
Yeah.
whenever your small arms is involved, you just have to hit your target number. The object, it's an object. It's not moving. It's not going anywhere. It's immobilized. So you get a -4 to the target number. So it only takes a 4 to hit. So as long as you
Right.
don't roll a 2, you're fine.
Yeah.
So you hit the target for its damage. You can see that it's now melted off the lock, and has
Mhm.
blown it completely off. Inside the mechanism is still intact but damaged.
Right. I might be able to wrench that out then.
Okay, but in between then, Cat, what are you doing?
All right, so things open. Uh,
You get a
We only-
wafting smell of perfume coming out of it.
all right. Have my pistol at the ready. I'll look over at Victor and be like, "We need to be moving quickly," and I'll jump on down into
One
wherever
more
the next
attempt
place.
and I will be gone.
and I will
Uh,
be moving down.
Okay, it's just a ladder that goes straight down.
Okay.
As you drop down inside, it's pretty dark in here for the most part, but as you drop down, the motion sensor inside to the lights activates.
Okay.
And you can see inside below you as you drop down to the bottom of the ladder. It's about 15 feet up or so.
Mm.
As you get down inside, you're looking around. It's all concrete in here, and you can see a door that has like security padlocks and other additional things at the front of it, including a like infrared scanner.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing I have a sneak suit. What you
You
doing?
see crates all around you with different stuff, and they all have different labels on them, but they're all written in Swedenese.
So I know nothing.
Yeah, you can just start throwing open boxes if you want.
I will start throwing open boxes. I don't want to really move towards the scanner without having something to cover me.
Okay. Throwing them open, you can see there are 5 boxes. 2 of them look to be longer, and 3 of them are kind of more standard small square boxes. Throwing open the first one next to you on the left, you see inside what is definitely a sneak suit of some kind,
Ooh. Okay.
packaged in a like almost like a like vintage way. It's got like wood chips underneath and everything, and it's like tucked inside. You can see that it was definitely unburied at one point because you can see some of the wood chips are kind of all around here.
Mhm.
Opening up the other one immediately because you could do 2 actions at once here. You open up the other one and you see another set of sneak suits, but this one is a bit different. This looks to be a little more put together and different overall. You can also see a Draconis Combine symbol on it.
Oh. Okay.
It's kind of like black etching that encircles the chest area. That's all the boxes you can open at the moment. What is the other thing you're doing, Victor?
All right, I'm going to grab open the tools and see if I can't use my technician mechanical to bust open the lock via force.
Okay. Give it a shot.
That's a 6. No, probably not working.
Yeah, you get a wrench in there, basically, that you grab from one of the tables, and you try and, like, pry it out, and you just damage the lock further, but you don't really get it loose.
Fuck it, we'll just move on. We'll go our sister buddy here. Sneak suit at the ready.
You got one more action to do. You get 2 actions per turn.
All right. Well,
Currently, it's been about 15 seconds since you guys have been in there.
Oh,
all right. Well, I am tempted to try again, but at the same time, yeah,
Up to
we'll
you.
do one more. We'll do one more action. We're gonna do it again. Not much better. All right. We'll be done for this turn and go help
All right.
out Catman.
Yep. You keep prying, you give up.
Yeah.
You start running down towards Catman. As you drop down the ladder, you see him. He's opened up a second box, and you can see sneak suits inside of each of these.
Anyone I identify or no?
Give me an appraisal check.
I am not trained in that.
I wanted to do
So,
a
minus
appraisal
4.
check when it came to me.
What is
go
it
ahead.
linked to?
It is linked to intelligence.
Okay, so it's just a straight roll. That is a
Ooh.
9
And then I got a
on the dice.
I got a 10 in total.
10 in total? Okay.
Yeah.
So you both recognize both of these. The first sneak suit that you run into there,
Mhm.
the one that does not have the Draconis Combine symbol on it, find where they went. Missing on me. There it is. Okay, so the first one that you grab out of there, you can see that is a camo ECM suit.
Okay.
The second one that you see in there is most certainly a Draconis Combine specific IR, ECM, and camo.
Those are what we are looking for. Grab
That's
them and go.
Just these ones? Do we want to look in the other boxes?
Sure, if you want to. This is loot. We gotta grab them. Just whatever we can grab and go.
So no, you did worked on that one more, so when you're coming down, I probably have the action to open up another box or 2.
Yeah.
Yep, so you would be able to open up 2 more boxes.
And what are in those?
Okay, opening up the first one, you see what looks to be a bunch of laser pistols all lined up inside the crate. There's about 15 of them.
Standard
first one?
lasers?
You're not sure. You'd have to appraise those as well. Which you can do. That's a free action to do, is to do an
Okay.
appraisal check.
I'll do that like real quick as I open it up.
Mhm.
Ooh,
I'm not there.
Not so good.
no, that's just a 6.
Okay,
So I don't
you're not entirely sure. It's 15. They're definitely lasers. Opening up the second one, you can see a box of 5 rifles in there as well. These are a little bit bigger, though.
What kind of rifles are these? Are these support weapons? Oh, ho, ho, that's 10.
Okay, so you do identify that one.
Okay.
So what you see inside of there is a box of 5 recoilless light rifles.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, that's real good.
Hey, we might be able to carry that out.
All right. Well, let's grab. Then you come down, grab a suit. And there's.
Can we carry the boxes?
Can we carry? We could probably, if we can carry the boxes up and get into that
So the
hover
light-
vehicle.
The light rifle boxes is 8 kilograms by 5.
Yeah, we'd be encumbered, most assuredly.
The box of pistols is only 8 kilograms total. The last box you don't know. The sneak suits are by themselves their own weight. There's only one in each.
Alright.
Alright.
So there's only one of the fancy suits.
Yes, and then there's the camo ECM one as well.
Okay, we need another one of the try.
I'm saying I'm gonna pull one of the rifles, just one, not even like the box, just one of the rifles and one of the stealth suits. I know we're both gonna take one of these stealth suits, so really depends on which one you want.
At the
Either
end
way.
of this turn, you start hearing beep, 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 beep over by the door.
Okay. Well, after I've grabbed things, it's time to get up, and I'm
Go.
gonna make my way towards the vehicle.
Yeah, I am going to grab all of the pistols and the other sneak suit. I will be encumbered after that.
Okay. So then you'll be reduced by a quarter of your speed.
All right, that's not too terrible.
I'll have picked up the Draconis sneak suits, which is the more heavier of the two.
That's that's the try.
That's the
Try
super
suit.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's 6 kilos compared to 4 kilos.
Yeah. Well, it's the camo ACM, I believe, with the other one, so it's 5 kilos.
Ah. Still,
good.
it's a kilo.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
We got her shit. We're getting out.
We'll
Okay,
go
start
to
running up the ladder.
Yep.
You're both a little bit reduced in speed, but you definitely still have enough to get up all the way over the ladder.
Yeah, I already have like a pretty good just like movement speed in general.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then getting a terrific idea, we are going to take like a tool cabinet or like a file cabinet or something, and just pound it over the
I'll
door.
let you do
hatch.
that while
Hmm?
I run out to the vehicle and see if I can't install the
Yeah, get it running.
one part
Okay.
and get it going.
Give me a technician electronics roll.
Ooh. I don't have that one, so we're gonna try.
And you're just starting to throw filing cabinets over top the door. You're like shoving stuff on top, just getting it blocked up as much as possible.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. 9, but -4, so only 5. I don't think I got it.
Nope. You try installing it, it's not turning on, it's not converting over.
All right, well, I'll just leave it like
And
that, and I'll wave my butt like Victor. Vehicle's a
one
bust.
last try. I am going to blast the lock on the safe.
Okay.
All right.
That's a 10 plus bunch. So, pew again. Open up the damaged lock.
Okay. You blast it a second time. This time it blasts all the way off. Opening up
Rip the thing
inside,
open.
you can see that there's a lot of burned documents.
Right, burned documents. Good. And so,
You also see a data pad and what looks to be a like sealed container.
well, we are taking the sealed container and downloading whatever is on the data pad to our data pad.
Okay, so you start funneling over the information. It only takes a couple seconds.
All
You're
right.
now
And
starting to
once
hear yelling down below.
once that is done, we are going to
I'm dipping.
blast the yeah. Once that is done, we will blast the data pad and get the fuck out.
It's like we don't need to. I don't think we need to blast anything. We've already come in on this point.
Well,
All right,
we are
you
trying
just
to-
shoot
need
the
to
data.
run.
So you shoot the data pad on your way out.
Yeah, just to make
okay.
it look like, somebody is clearing inventory for something else,
Okay.
is what I'm trying to go for here.
All right. And you guys just sprint out of there.
Yeah.
All right, you're sprinting full speed down the road. Go ahead and just give me just straight body checks. 'Cause you gotta
Okay.
endure carrying all this weight at full speed.
Seven.
6.
Okay. So you guys keep running, but Victor, you get a little bit of a cramp and you have to start kind of hobbling as you run and you're falling a little bit behind. But nobody
All right.
seems to have followed you.
Nobody seems to have followed. All right, let's
It's been about 20 minutes as you guys have been running and you're back now, closer towards the base, and you feel comfortable enough that you can start walking and recover a little bit.
Right. So let's get this to
Let's just get
this
back
to the quartermaster.
Well, I guess yeah, or at least our bunks. Either way, we need to
Mhm.
probably be moving so we can make that dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get this to the quartermaster, get dressed, get a shower, and wander on over to the dinner.
You've got about an hour before it happens. You guys arrive
Alright.
back. Cowboy, you there still?
We
Yes,
had a
I'm here.
large side
Um,
escapade.
As you're sitting there towards the bar, you're not too far away from where the barracks halls are that they have everybody staying in temporarily. Before they head off, you notice these two pass by with a bunch of equipment in hand. You can see Sasha immediately gets up and starts walking towards you guys as you are arriving back.
Alrighty.
All right.
What do you have there, boys?
Oh,
New
just doing my
acquisitions.
job.
One at a time, please.
New acquisitions. We preparing for our job that is coming up, weren't we?
Yeah, just doing our job.
I see. That has a Draconis Combine symbol in it.
Won't in about 20 minutes.
Let's work on that quickly. And she's ushering you guys along now as she's pushing you towards the dropship to go get that taken care of.
Yeah.
You see Lance, who's sitting next to you, Cyber. He looks over and he just laughs. He's just chuckling. They've only been here with us for 2 hours and they've already gone and done something like that. Woo, this is gonna be a fun unit.
Yeah, it is. A bunch of renegades over here. Sorry.
Oh my
Brady!
gosh, are they ever?
Congratulations! You have first committed your first crap operation. That's in
It was
character,
fun.
by the way.
Yeah. It was fun. I had.
Sasha turns over to you two. Yes, I understand that. No, let's get you guys inside before somebody sees. But she also is like, but high five.
Yeah.
When you steal
Mando shit done and over with.
Yeah, okay, for that little operation right there,
Mm-hmm.
you guys definitely earned yourself bonus XP.
Dope.
I'm
Nice.
going to definitely say that you both get 2 edge points each for that extra.
Nice.
So go ahead
Nice.
and give yourself as some edge tokens here.
Wait, tokens or actual edge score?
So these are edge tokens. These are a little bit separate.
Okay.
Okay.
These edge tokens are additional ones that I will give you based off of your actions, your role play, and such, and things that I want to award you for being just batshit crazy.
Okay. What are
Like
these
stealing from the
tokens?
Yakuza.
Ah. Oh God.
I'm also going to award you, Cowboy, an edge token for all your lovely role play,
Oh,
Yeah.
especially for dealing with introductions of other characters as well,
okay, okay,
who
cool.
aren't here. Okie dokie. So,
Alrighty.
with that,
All right.
it'll bring us to the dinner.
I have certainly found a new friend in our Catman. I owe him some explosives.
That you do. I will never say no to explosives.
So, you guys are at the dinner now. It's mostly hosted at like the cantina bar that's below where the spaceport is. But you're now meeting close to the 500 plus people who are a part of the Red Baron's unit. And you can see Red Baron and most of the mech warrior forces are sitting up towards front tables that are slightly elevated on a stage. You can see the Baron himself is sitting center stage with his lieutenant commander and lieutenant commander sitting next to him as well.
Mhm.
You can see the Warthog force is also sitting near there, below at another table, and you guys have been set a new table that's right below him. And you can see the plethora scores of infantrymen, tankers, and such that are being assigned out to the regular battalions.
Fun.
Okay.
Over the course of the dinner, they give introductions to all of you and explaining who you are and what your job will be, and they all kind of give you like a hoorah. In addition, they hand out a couple of awards to other people from different tanker units as well as some support units. And one of the people in the Mech Warrior division also receives a award from the Baron as well. And then he gets into a small speech. To all my comrades out here, I hope you've been enjoying your evening and had good food and good drink. We're about to set off onto a difficult journey ahead of us, so I wanted you to enjoy yourselves and welcome our new subordinates to join us. Ahead of us is a campaign. 10 years in the making is our deployment for this contract. We are to apprehend and defeat those of the Oberon Confederation, a pirate organization and banditry kingdom located out into the deeper periphery. These planets are to be brought into line and pay their taxes to the Lyran government, as provided, in joint effort by Comstar to alleviate their HPGs that have been taken over. In accordance with this, we will be in action with several other mercenary units across that of the periphery. This will include the Kellhounds, Wolf Dragoons, the Storm Raiders, and the 798th Rangers.
Ah, we're bringing out the big boys.
Lots of these units are well experienced and well endowed in their efforts, those especially of rising stars of recent years. We're up there in the big leagues, and this is our biggest opportunity as a unit to grow. So we've laid our money on the line and put in our insurance efforts to make sure that you guys succeed. Multiple operations will be carried out throughout different worlds and systems in assistance of these other mech divisions and mercenary units. Be prepared to be moving on and off-world consistently and constantly. The dropship's going to be your home for a little while, folks. Don't take it to heart. 10 years of operation and excellent pay. That's what I can promise you. After
Hey.
that, we will be a successful unit, and we'll have completed our contract enough so to have a permanent station on the world that we will be going to. So, rejoice, and be ready for a fight.
Jack Daniels picks up his shot glass and does a big hoorah, slams it down.
Hoorah!
Several other
Hoorah.
units do as well. They join in the hoorays and complimentations, and they kind of return back to casual talking amongst the crowd as the dinner begins to kind of wind down. Anything specific you guys want to do during this time before you leave?
I'll sit next to our little group here and
Okie dokie.
look to Catman. Oh, what's your name? Alex. Adam.
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 Or-
Then look to Jack Daniel. I don't believe I have met you. I've certainly had a fun time with this feller here, but I don't know you.
We should also
that's
take
to
care
Jack.
of.
Just a combat soldier ready to fight. That's about it. I see you guys had some fun there. Maybe you guys can recognition some stuff from me.
Well, we got some good stuff. Maybe you'll enjoy something.
Yeah.
But
I
all I know is that
didn't go through training for acquisitions.
I can tell. I can tell that I gotta keep my shit locked up for you guys.
No, your shit is your
nah.
shit. It's the enemy shit that we go get.
It was owned by criminals. I'm more than fine stealing from them.
Hey, good to know.
Gotta make first impressions somehow.
Yeah,
Indeed.
seems like it. Here's a shot of Jack Daniels for you guys.
Thank you.
We will drink socially.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Socially, come on. Gonna get ready to be going on a long trip over here, dudes. Got time to recover.
Nah, I prefer other types of entertainment. With a
One of
waggle of
the,
the eyebrows.
I
One
need
of-
to drop down early. I like my naps. If I don't sleep early, I don't feel rested in the morning.
All right, princess. we'll take care of you.
Well, look, boys. One of the members of the Warthog squad is walking by. You can see a patch on his side that says drum.
Says drum?
Drum,
Drum. Gotcha.
like the percussion instrument.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He walks by and he says, "Well, look, boys, we got a long trek. We're talking about just 2 weeks just to get there. Ugh. So I wouldn't be getting all up in your who's a who's da. Yeehaw."
What type of accent is that? Hold on. Perception to see if they're drunk or not.
It's very obvious.
Are they Cajun?
Unless you get a 2.
That's a.
Unless you get a 2, they're very obviously drunk.
Well, I'm not gonna pick a fight with them. I'm gonna try to ignore them the best I can.
But you guys load up into the dropship and are on a 2-week journey out to Star's End. It's relatively uneventful, other than once you arrive at the jump ship itself. You meet up with several other mercenary units that are going out that direction.
Alrighty.
The 2 other units that are headed out that way happen to be a detachment of Storm Raiders and a partial detachment from the Kellhounds, actually.
Oh.
Small scouting
Interesting.
units that have been sent along that are actually hitching a ride with you guys.
Well, I'll be happy to entertain.
So those that you meet from the Kellhounds are mostly informational units used to access the HPG network, since their unit is deployed further ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Like a comm unit.
Yeah, they're just a comm unit. So they've just got their bags and they're just traveling with you guys. However, there is a scout unit that is coming with you from the Storm Raiders themselves, and they have their own dropship.
Okay.
By the way, the dropship that you guys have, you notice, is not a Union class dropship actually. It's older, much older.
Interesting.
You notice that it has a name on the side of it, the General E. Lee.
Hmm.
Is it Raiders or Riders?
Is it Raiders or Riders?
Yes.
Riders, I think.
Thank you.
So this is a seasoned dropship then.
Storm Raiders. Sorry. Not
Alright.
right. Yeah, not Riders. But
I didn't know if you were.
their detachment unit is just in a Leopard dropship. And they're a quick scouting unit.
Alright.
They're mostly made up of fast light mechs. There is one Centurion mech with them. But
Centurion's a good mech.
you guys meet up on the dropship. They don't really talk much to you guys except for boarding up.
I'll be
Kinda
friendly.
keep to themselves for the most part. But you have a 2-week-long journey with them, so you definitely can get to know some information along the way. But we'll get to that in a second. When you arrive, however, it is in system now from the jump ship. You've now arrived. The burn time is about another 14 days or so. And as you are approaching towards the planet on day 2, you get an immediate alert across all stations on the dropship.
Oh dear.
Conflict entry has been determined. City skyline has been attacked. Lucretius Nova is under attack. I repeat, aerospace forces of Lucretius Nova are under attack. Pirates have rooted out planetary defense forces and have eliminated the friendly orbital cannons.
That doesn't seem like a pirate thing to do.
No.
Looks
but
like we're gonna have some fun here.
Can I roll interest, military history, and try to
Yes.
figure out? Yeah. This
If-
doesn't seem like a pirate thing to
If
do.
anybody wants to make strategy rolls, they're allowed to make those too.
I'll make military history. I don't have strategy. Oh. Oh, that's some snake eyes.
That's a 6. Oh,
Okay.
oh, I am so sorry.
That's some snake eyes.
Oh
Ugh.
boy. Yeah, you give yourself a headache.
Ugh.
Can't put my finger on it, but that doesn't seem like pirates.
Yeah,
Something's definitely wrong.
it's something's really wrong. But you guys are alerted to go to full operational status and prepare yourselves tomorrow for a hot drop.
Right. So get some sleep.
Okay.
Get some sleep. Check on the mech. Get in the mech.
And when we return next week, we will start at the hot drop.
Cool.
All right.
Interesting.
This is
Alrighty.
fun.
I hope you guys had fun with that. I know it was a lot of introductions and other things like that, but
Nah,
I know, but we got into commando shit, so I am happy.
yeah, so you guys got to go off and go steal stuff from the Yakuza.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Oh,
yeah, we'll kind of.
Oh wait, we had 2 weeks. What was on that data pad?
Oh yeah. What was on the data pad? For which one?
One that I blew up.
The one that you blew up? Okay.
Yeah,
So
I downloaded the contents.
that
before.
was financial records and a C-Bell cache.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
So the C-Bell cache, let me give you an official number, because I actually have a chart here.
Alrighty.
Oh yeah, what did you want the special one?
20,000 sea bills.
20,000 sea bills. I will give half of that to Adam and take half of it for myself.
Oh, that's how you keep me happy.
That's cool.
Well, did you participate in the operation?
But anyways, did you want to also decode the little bit off of the other iPad?
Are you talking about the SLDF cache code?
Yeah.
Sure. If I am made aware of it, I'll try to help as well.
I'll let you know. That's it's something I probably need some help with.
Well, how
Okay.
does assistance work?
So assistance works in this by basically you get to take half of the target number and add on to the difficulty, but you get to add in your assistance.
Okay, so
And you combine the two totals together.
All right. Okay, and what skill am I using? Just to be sure.
This would be security systems electronic.
Okay. So there it is. All right. So 9.
You got a 9?
plus my 8, so that's a total of 17.
Okay. So overall, pretty easy with the two of you working together to crack the code on this. It is a stream of information. It's
boy.
got SLDF records for the login of the Brigadier General of the Star League, the SLDF ship, the Royalty.
Royal.
Oh.
Interesting.
It's got
Um,
some-
Logs and records are located inside of there, including a data coordinate.
Ooh.
Oh, we got position. Probably of another cache, maybe of the ship.
So
No.
this has to be brought up. Do we want to bring this up with our commander, or we want to keep this information to ourselves?
I'll keep it to let's keep it to ourselves for now.
Alrighty.
How do you want to deal with the suits? Do you actually want the
Wow.
Trinity?
I would like the Trinity, yes. I am a trained commando, and while you were excellent in there...
For all that, we're going to go ahead and say goodbye to the stream.
Yes, goodbye, stream. Have fun.
Yep. Just saying goodbye to the stream for now, and I hope everybody had fun. And this was the first episode of the return to BattleTech the RPG. I'll come up with a campaign name later, but yeah. So hope everybody had fun, and bye-bye.